My kid, they'll come and say stuff to me, right? And let's just say I try to use a parent card, a father card, and I'm being lazy about being a father, and I'm just kind of using my power. And then they come back and they corner me to reason. You know what happens? I get upset, but they're right.
They're right.
So now I'm kind of sitting there saying, frickin' Tico. Okay, Tico, let's reason. And then I'll reason. I'm like, I got to give this guy this one. He won this one. I'm not going to tell him he won it, but you won this one. Here you go, Tico. Go ahead and do this, right? These people who've been bullshitting people have to eventually reason or eyeballs go away. We watch the news for one reason. We want you to show us a way that we're not thinking, give us perspective, and then for us to say, okay, cool, I got you. I want to tune in.
Let me ask you this question. What is the reasoning, what is the mentality behind people at the top trying to interfere with a parent and their child, in their upbringing, in their sexuality, in their morality? What do they think they can gain? There's got to be some ulterior motive, some big picture that they think they're going to create behind this. It's absurd to think that you can get in between a parent and a child with respect to their education, their sexuality, their morality. So what is the big picture thought that they have behind this? Because these are the things that I can either be so cynical and come up with something, or I just can't figure it out.
I was at a Wayne Hughes event at his house in Malibu, and they brought Dennis Prager there to speak. And he said, here's what the left is doing. The left is trying to make animals and human beings equal. Men and women equal. Gays and straights equal. Okay? God and human equal. Parents and kids equal. Employer and employee equal. The risk taker and they're trying to make everything equal.
Why?
Right? Because they cripple the person that's the doer. They cripple the father and the mother that are paying the bills and funding the house. They cripple the man that brings the security. When has your woman ever brought you security?
Okay, but so is that so that they can become more dependent upon them?
No, because it's the ultimate Machiavelli, divide and conquer.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I'm saying, but what's the reason behind it? You said it, Machiavelli.
Yeah.
Because they want everybody to be dependent upon them?
No, because the moment you are able to create a division between two people, now you can turn the other person into villain and you can win the other victim over. You can't ever recruit a doer. Michael, the hardest people to recruit are doers, because doers don't need you. Let me say this one more time. The hardest people to recruit are doers who are responsible, who get up and work, who pay their bills, who are doing everything right, who have their own ambitions, their own dreams, their own vision on the life they want to build. You can't just recruit them with the victimhood mentality stuff. You can't.
Okay,
they know that they're not as equal as somebody ahead of them. They know that, they understand that game. But the victim, the other guys, they're very easy to recruit.
Okay, well, you're talking about a child, a 5 or 6 or 7-year-old child. I mean, I read where they want to be able to give them vaccine without the permission of their parents. What kind of gall do they have? Do they think that they can pull something like this off? You're a parent.
Yeah.
What would you do if somebody said, hey, I'll vaccinate your kids, I don't need your permission,
Yeah.
and they tried to alienate your child from you? I mean, this is something that would get people incensed, and it's happening. I mean, parents are going crazy over this. What's the thought behind that?
It's the same thing. They want to take control over them. They want to divide and conquer.
Exactly. So that everybody becomes dependent upon them.
Yeah. I mean, this has been going on for a very, very long time. This has been going on for a very, very long time. You go around American Gangster, the scene. Denzel is standing there. What are they giving away in the city? Turkeys. Why are they giving that away? Hey, if we give away turkeys, you'll be quiet about the fact that I'm selling blue magic in the streets, right? Okay. Hey, these guys are good guys. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, go to Medellin. I was in Bahamas last week. And you go to Carlos Leder's plane where he crashed, and I went snorkeling there, right? Great experience. And that was the airport, Nelson's, what's it called? Anyway, something K.
Nelson's K?
Nelson's K. I think it's Nelson's. Maybe it's a different word. No, it's a different word, I believe. Anyways, where they would, and then eventually they had too much cocaine and they crashed it, right? Okay. Go to Medellin and ask people about Pablo. Look how many people will say how much they love him.
Yeah.
Look, how many people will be offended? How could you say something like that? He was a very good man. Why was he a good man?
Took care of the people.
Because he won votes through giving things away for free.
Same with Capone, no? Didn't he not do that?
Yeah, but here's the thing. This is our teachers union, okay, that has the support of the government. This is the government trying to divide a parent and a child. This is you just made my point. It's totally Machiavellian. That's what's going on here. And what's the ulterior motive? It's control.
Yeah.
So that's what we're dealing with. That's why I wrote the book, Patrick. And this is what people have to understand. There's more of a game plan here from these people on the top. And we have to, as a republic, we have to fight against this. We can't allow this to happen. Parents are in an uproar, and they should be. They shouldn't tolerate this kind of stuff from. I mean, who are these people? We elect them and put them in office. We lost sight of things. Look, I spoke to the Senate staff on the anniversary of 9/11 at one point in time, and they took me on a tour through everything. I'm sure you've done that before. These people don't want to give any of that up. I mean, they don't even go out in the rain. They get, tunnels with things that they drive, so they don't have to get wet. They don't want to give it up. That's all this. They don't care. They don't want to give it up. I believe in term limits. Let them have 2 years. Throw them the heck out after that. Let them go get a job. If they want to come back, 4 years later or so, whatever. But throw them the heck out. You cannot give people power for that long, because then it's all about keeping control and power. And that's what's happening here.
Hegelian dialectic has been around for a long time, okay? Create a problem, blame him, come in as the hero. It's a very basic formula on what they're using, right? Create the problem, fabricate it. You're the one that fabricates it, the politicians, right? Then come out and say, I cannot believe Kai created this problem with these searches, never show up on time. It always goes to the different website. It's Kai's fault, right? And then come out and say, but for only $9.99, I have the solution, okay? And we can sell the software, but we have to replace Kai. But I created the problem, right? They've been doing this for a long time. The challenge becomes when the American people are naive to it. And when you're naive to it and you pay a price, I hate to say this to you, but you deserved it, because you were blind. You were not willing to be studying on what's going on in the marketplace and why they're doing this. They're going to win over a lot of people, Michael. They're going to win over a lot of people until they wake up. I went and visited my mom. We were having lunch together. She was making me pirashki, which if you haven't had pirashki, it's to die for. And she's a great cook. But I said, so where are you at politics? I said, I'm no longer following this stuff. Because she was a full-on card-carrying communist. I'm no longer there. You kidding me? I'm seeing what some of these guys are doing. They've lost their minds. But, it took her 70-some years to be at that point.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.